Hello, everyone. Welcome to KFCS and Sports Breakdown. So today I am here to review the Asia Cup match number two. Uh, a great contest between Sri Lanka and Bangladesh, and somehow Sri Lanka managed to win this match. Although this is not a high-scoring game, but yes, a great fight, good fight back. Bangladesh tried themselves to win it, but unfortunately, the score was relatively less as compared to uh, the ODI standard. It should be around 250. Then might be it will be a great contest for Bangladesh point of view. Only Nazmul Hussain Chanto was a batsman who was comfortable in front of uh, Sri Lankan bowling attack. Of course, Sri Lankan were in a great day today, and that was one of the factor that was toss that plays an important role, and absolutely there is some roles of toss because when you in this type of condition you always were with the toss and try to uh, bowl first, as you know already that there will be so much dew will be there. There will be a dew, there will be a pitch will go slower down later on. That was the point that Shakib was tried to bat first, but again the inexperienced opening that caused Bangladesh team, and no that much no contribution from Shakib and Rahim with a bat that cost uh, Bangladesh team, and anyhow, the Bangladesh team managed to make a score of around 164. That was not that enough to win it, but yes, 5 wickets from Bangladesh that they told that they have a kind of intent that they can come and uh, defend. They tried their best, but unfortunate for them that they lost the game. But yes, so many takeaways from Sri Lankan point of view too. So we have Rahul here. So hello Rahul, how are you? Hello.
Hello, I
Yeah.
can't hear you.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Now you can hear me. Now you can hear me.
Hello,
Yeah. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
not able to hear. Not
Great.
able to hear.
Can you hear me now?
Um, Hold on, I'll.
I think audio is good. Yes. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I think audio is good. Yes. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Yeah. Hello. Can you hear me now? Okay. Let me check. Now can you hear me?
Hello. Hi,
Yeah,
guys. Yeah, okay. Yeah, now I'm able to hear you. Yes.
yeah, okay. Okay, so
For
let's
the
start.
difficulties. Yes.
Yeah, okay, so Rahul, how are you today?
Yeah, good. Feeling happy. Sri Lanka defeated Bangladesh. The Nagins got defeated today. So
But
they're
yes, we
on
have
the
to,
brink of elimination.
yes, we have so many things to talk for both the teams. So first of all, now talking about Sri Lankan team, and of course, according to Shanaka, he was very happy that that was good toss to lose. The toss was won by Bangladesh team. They tried to bat first. Same scenario. Shanaka also want to bat first, but I think experience-wise, Bangladesh opening combination was not that great. They are missing Tamim Iqbal
Tamim
again.
Iqbal. Ideally, they should have had Tamim Iqbal and Litan Das opening the batting. It was as we discussed um, in the preview of this match. Mohammad Naim and Tanzid Hassan, in fact, opened the batting. He played an ODI for the very first time today, and he got out. He didn't lasted just two balls. So yeah, it was as I expected. I had no surprise in seeing the opening batsman fall very quickly within the power play overs. I had absolutely no surprise in seeing that happen.
Yes, of course. But now let's talk about the Bangladesh team. Only Nazmul Hussain Shanto step up. He was a lone batsman who stay in the crease, but no one allows him, especially Shakib Al Hasan. Shakib Al Hasan come up of the order. That was the time where Shakib can take so much time. But I think that was the smart bowling from Pathirana. That was really smart bowling that he took the
Yeah,
wicket. I can't hear you. I don't know what is the issue. I don't hear you. Might be a issue from your end, maybe.
Are you able to hear now?
Yes, yes, yes. I'm able to
Yeah.
hear now. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what I was saying is for Bangladesh, only 7 out of 11 batsmen couldn't cross double digits. Yeah,
Yeah.
so 7 out of 11 batsmen didn't score double digits. That's really where they were That's really where they lost the match. Had somebody given Shanto some support, then they could have taken Bangladesh to 200 and given themselves some chance of defending this total. Because, mind you, when Sri Lanka was 128 for 5 at one point, so imagine if Sri Lanka had to chase 200 plus in this kind of a situation, they would have been in trouble. Bangladesh would have had a chance to win. And the last four wickets, in fact, fell very quickly for Bangladesh. They were 162 for six, and they got all out for 164. So they lost four wickets in for just two runs.
Yes, of course, and I think not a great batting performance from Shakib too, because we hope that Shakib and Rahim, they are very experienced. They plays this team regular number of intervals whenever we comes to the stats. I think Rahim and Shakib disappointed Bangladesh much. They are the
Yeah,
senior player.
absolutely. Both senior players, the way they threw their wickets away, both of them really threw their wickets away. You have to say that. So, not very good for them. You definitely expect better from them.
Yes, of course. And I think might be Bangladesh have limited resources when there is no Tamim Iqbal. So team is suddenly looking very lonely. I think no one is there if Shakib and Rahim is not performing. So how team can win? Bowling wise, I can say that team is okay. Team is good. Bowling wise, Shakib is still on his best. As we know, he is a good spinner who can bowl in any condition, whether it is spin track or not. I think that's great.
Yeah, Shakib and Mahidi Hassan, they both bowled very well today, in my opinion. But unfortunately, they didn't have enough to defend. Between them, 3 for 64 in 20 overs. That's a pretty extraordinary effort. But unfortunately, they didn't.
Yeah.
What to say? They didn't have the total to defend. So Venuja Kurupu, I guess he's a Sri Lankan fan.
Yes.
So yeah, going by the name. So yeah, do you see this relatively weakened Sri Lankan side probably stringing some surprises? Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely. They have shown in this first match against Bangladesh that they can still be a very strong team. So yeah, they can definitely do well in this tournament. They can definitely
But
string surprises. If you're talking about that is defeating India and Pakistan, if you're asking about that, then yes, I agree with you, Venuja. Sri Lanka can definitely spring surprises. Not really the right word to use for, when you're facing Bangladesh and Afghanistan, because Sri Lanka is capable of defeating them on their day.
yes, but one thing we have to talk about Kushal Mendes. Not satisfied with the performance today. Not a good day for bat and not a good day as a keeper too. You miss the stumping. You don't know the voice of. I think Rahim was out at that time, but he don't know any noise from a bat and ball connection. And everyone was appealing that was out, and that was clear out. Everyone knows, but he don't know whether there is edge or not. He is not able to take stumping. So I think when Kushal Pereira will come back after recovery from COVID, he should be in a playing 11 in place of Kushal Mendes at number 3, and he is a keeper too. So I think Kushal Pereira can make a place in place of Kushal Mendes, because I am not satisfied if you are not performing against Bangladesh, how you can perform against a big team. I can consider Afghanistan is also a great team because they will give you so much contest. Mujibur Rahman will be there, Muhammad Nabi, Rashid Khan. So there will be turning tracks, and India, Pakistan. I think Kushal Mendes, maybe one match they can give, but I'm not satisfied with the performance, especially wicket keeping.
Yeah, that stumping that Kushal Mendes missed was very bad today. And the other thing is, but apart from him, I have to say that Sri Lanka's fielding wasn't all that great. Although they did bowl Bangladesh out, the fielding was not very great from them. They could have definitely been a lot better in the field, and had they fielded better, they might have bowled Bangladesh out for under 150. That's also a possibility.
All the
So
credit you have to go to Tikshana, one and only Tikshana. The way he was bowling, he was controlling a run rate. That is a big thing that forced Bangladesh to very low total. At last they tried to attack, but no one was there except Shanto. And Shanto actually they just goes on defense, defense, defense. He don't know where to accelerate, and at the end, Shanto not be able to make 100.
yeah, and thing is, Shanto didn't have support, so he was bound to get out sometime soon. He could have gotten. 100, but he got out to a good ball. So you can't from Tikshana. He got out to a very good ball, so you can't really blame his innings too much.
Yeah, we can't blame, but yes, maybe Shakib and Rahim, suppose they make a good score, might be this score will be 250. And who knows, then Sri Lanka can lose this match, of course, easily. Because we see opening combination failed. Now comes to middle order, Sadira, Samar, Vikrama, and Aslanka. They both played well. Even Shanaka was not in a great position. Although runs were already completed, that's why uh, Sri Lanka win it. But I don't say this is a convincing win for Sri Lanka. They need to work, and I think Pathirana, a big another bowler coming for Sri Lanka, along with Chamira, Lahiru Kumara, Ranjita. You have getting another fast bowler who can gives you some good overs.
Mm, yeah, definitely. I think Patirana really worked out well for Sri Lanka, and Kasun Rajitha bowled a very good spell up front for them. And then Dasun Chanaka, he's a very decent part-time bowler. He made a very good review today to get rid of who was it? Yeah, Tawid Hridoy. He made a good review over
Yes,
there, but actually overall the reviewing also was not very good for from Sri Lanka because they wasted two reviews very quickly in their innings. They are lucky it did not come back to bite.
yes, of course. But anyways, defending champions start their campaign with a win. That is a big thing. But yes, few things they need to think about the wicket keeping option, because Sadira Samar Vikrama is your wicket keeper. Another wicket keeper is Kushal Pereira. I think Sri Lanka need to think about Kushal Pereira to where they will settle this batsman. I think Sadira Samar Vikrama is good as a batsman. You need to maybe you give one match to Kushal Mendis, one more match. Otherwise, I think Kushal Pereira deserves the place in Sri Lankan team. He is a wicketkeeper batsman.
Mm, yeah, I think Kushal Pereira should get a chance for Sri Lanka, and I think in today's match the difference really was that Sri Lanka found a good partnership somewhere in the innings. The 78 run partnership between Samara Vikrama and Asalanka that really set up the game very nicely for Sri Lanka to go on and win the match.
Yeah, yes, of course. So I think from your point of view, Rahul, do you think that that was a convincing win for Sri Lanka, or it can be more better?
Not a very convincing win for Sri Lanka. Comfortable, yes. They won with 11 overs to spare. But convincing, no, in my opinion, because they did lose 5 wickets in trying to chase this total. So they definitely have room for improvement. The openers should do much better. They need a much better effort from their top three.
Yes, of course, and let's see what will happen. But now we have a talk about tomorrow. We will talk about the big rivalry match, that is India versus Pakistan. But now we have to talk about the two T20 matches that yesterday we are just seeing within the live session. I think that was great match for Australian team, and again the second T20 they are going to play tomorrow. So how you see that team, David and Michel Mas, suddenly changing the Australian team? Sudden change in this team.
Yeah, huge change in the team and the way they really approached the match. It was very refreshing to see, in my opinion, the way Mitchell Marsh was attacking the bowlers, and then also Tim David. Tim David has been I think, a great addition to the Australian team, cricket team, given all the T20 leagues he has played around the world and including the IPL. He's been a great addition to this Australian team, and he really came through for them in a big way yesterday. And bowling too really clicked for Australia.
Yes,
So
of
I
course.
mean, all in all, a very good day. They really performed well. Of course, a lot of these players are not going to the ODI World Cup, so they ended up in the T20 squad. But they've given a good impression of themselves, and they've gone a lot with the by all the recent league performances and BBL performances, and they've put together a team. So it's full credit to Australia.
Yes, of course. So, how you see the Michel Marsh as a captain, as a batsman, how he performed, the way he is playing?
Yeah, he performed really well. He absolutely led from the front with the bat by playing a huge innings. He scored a half century, and then uh, with the ball too, he used his bowlers very well. Tanvir Sangha was really the standout. He got 4 wickets with the ball. Marcus Stoinis also was able to get wickets. Spencer Johnson, Sean Abbott, as well. So everything worked out for Australia perfectly with the ball.
Yes. So, what will be the tips for South African team? So, we see Themba Babuma again in an opening combination with Riza Hendricks. It is not working. So, who is your opener now, Rahul?
Mm, it has to be Quinton de Kock. I'm very surprised Quinton de Kock didn't find a place in this playing 11. Quinton de Kock has to open the batting with Riza Hendricks. That's what needs to happen, because you'll also have a right left opening combination with that. Bavuma really shouldn't be in a T20 squad at all, if you ask me. He hasn't done anything to deserve a place in the T20 squad.
Yeah, definitely. But yes, I'm just telling some names in the squad. So, maybe you can suggest that who can be opener. But I'm not satisfied means how they can add a opener as Tanmay Pebuma. If we see the squad, there's Jesse Wonder Dusan, Adam Markram, Deval Brevis, another name. Deval Brevis opened in SA20 for his team, another South Africa league where Deval Brevis opened themselves. I think maximum number of balls he will also get to Deval Brevis. So, do you think this is a time where you can step up and give your youngsters time to come and open ahead of
Mm,
T20 World Cup?
yes, definitely. I think this is a good place to experiment and give Deval Brevis some match practice ahead of the T20 World Cup. He's already played in a lot of T20 leagues and proved himself, so time to give him a chance at the international stage.
And one more is Matthew Britske. That is another, you can say, the first match for him. So another debutant. I think in place of debutant, it's better you continue with Deval Brevis and put Babuma in a test squad. Even in ODI, also I'm not satisfied with this player. I'm not satisfied if this player goes to World Cup. Do you think, Rahul, that if Webuma goes to World Cup, he is that type of good player?
ODI World Cup, you're asking?
Yes.
In ODI, he's a very decent batsman. He's got an average of 50 in that format. And from the 26 ODIs he has played, and he has scored 300, 350s, and 400s before. So, in while he's not very good in T20, in ODI cricket, he's got his stats suggest that he's a very good player. Same with the Test cricket formats where it's about accumulating runs.
Yes. Uh, so over and all, what we can say that Australia will be again favorite against the South Africa team. Meanwhile, your Super King player uh, Giral Coetzee, a uh, great debut for him. Lizard Williams was also great. Samsi was also taking the wickets. So bowling point of view, I think South Africa is great still.
Yeah, absolutely. There's no doubt about it. South Africa's bowling is very strong. It's the batting that really has to step up for them.
Yes. Uh, so, if we focus on the Australian team, so what do you think that Australian team makes a great wins? We have seen in over the years they changes the squad, but still they are able to make a good score. So, how you see this team?
Uh, yeah, this team is still very well balanced. I mean, there are a lot of multi-format players, but I guess the Australian T20 team is moving on from the captain. It's moving on from the old guard. They're going to make more BBL based selections rather than just picking those who are playing Test and ODI and put them in T20.
Yes. Okay. So many things we have noticed in this Australian team that they are using a Marcus Stoinis in regular number of intervals. Meanwhile, it's okay when you are getting wickets, your bowler, you try to give him so many overs. So in that way, Australian team have so many all rounders. Michel Marsh can give you bowling overs. Stoinis can give you some overs, and few more bowlers is also there like Nathan Ellis, Spencer Johnson. So do you think Australian team has making a good all-rounder and bowler combination that can bowl anyway anytime?
Mm, yeah, I think their combination is very good. Stoinis can bowl, Mitchell Marsh can bowl, and then you have Glenn Maxwell who can bowl spin for you, and even Travis Head can roll his arm over. So they've got a good number of options.
Okay, another thing we have noticed in this team, when we see the BBL, Head is not an opener. Head is playing as a number three and number four batsman, and we see the Josh Inglis. He is a opener of Perth Scorchers. So, do you think Josh Inglis is struggling in the middle order? I think they need some opening. So, do you think the opening of Josh Inglis is better with Matt Short because they are a proper opener in their leagues where they are coming from? It's not good for Head to come because already Head was out in a very cheap score. So, do you think it's better for them to English should be a opener with Short?
Yeah, it's a possibility. He's done very well in T20 league cricket, and I truly feel that he deserves a chance at the T20 level. So I hope he does get a chance to open with short in this series. But we'll have to see what happens. They'll probably do it if Australia win the next T20, which is tomorrow.
Yes. Okay, so now let's come to the next fixture. So in next fixture, really I'm surprised how New Zealand team collapsed suddenly. So if you see the squad, Team Saudi is a captain uh, Finn Allen, Devon Conway, and Team Shepherd. Do you think this team has created some confusion, including so many wicket keepers? Three wicket keepers, and they are the top three.
I don't think New Zealand has made any change in having Devon Conway and Finn Allen open the batting. In fact, Finn Allen he hit three sixers off the first over, so we thought that New Zealand was going to make a big score from there, but that did not happen. Conway didn't last long and didn't really do well at the crease either. So that was really not a great move. But I think the problem for New Zealand was they didn't put a big enough score on the board. Most of the other batsmen failed. Mark Chapman failing was also a huge blow for New Zealand early on. So India just could never recover from that.
Yes. So here we have another player like Cole McConaughey, Adam Milne, Daryl Mitchell. So, do you think Team Shepherd he is not comfortable in number three position? I think all the three Finn Allen, Devon Conway, and Team Shepherd all are openers in T20. So they have performed well in as an opening combination. So do you think it's better that you continue with Team Shepherd or Finn Allen, or try something better because this is disturbing your combination? Only Glenn Phillips is performing.
Mm, Yeah, definitely. I think New Zealand should try some different positions, even if it means bringing Glenn Phillips up to like one down. They should try doing it, try experimenting with places. Daryl Mitchell should also come a little bit up the order, because we all know what he is capable of doing. We saw it in the 2021 World Cup semi final against England. So, and even Kyle Jamieson can bat a little bit up the order because he can bat as well.
Yes. Okay, now come to England team. It's okay, England team win it. David Malan, Harry Brooks step up. Already Harry Brook, we know that he's a baseball type of player. He can play anytime, any day. But do you think this is not right for Josh Butler to doing the experiment, sacrifice his place because it doesn't give you result? You are giving your place to Will Jackson, Johnny Barristo. To be true as a T20 team, they are not proving themselves. Will
Mm,
Jackson, Barristo.
it's too early to say for Will Jacks, as he has just his T20's career is quite young, but Bairstow definitely can do a much better job in T20 in my opinion.
So, do you think this is a right decision for Butler to sacrifice his place? Don't you think that Butler should play maximum number of matches as an opener that boosts the confidence of England?
Actually, I since this is a bilateral series, I don't think England needs to choose a full strength team. This is a series where they can afford to choose some second string players, like I said in like a previous video. So this is a good platform to give them a chance to get into the team and expand the team a bit.
Yes, so let's see what will happen, and of course, we are hoping that New Zealand will come back in this series. South Africa too, and South Africa, I think one and only change they have to do, they have to just drop Temba Babiuma. Maybe they can add some middle order in a middle order, a good batsman who can, or maybe one all rounder that can change something, change their South Africa batting lineup that might can give some competition to Australia. Otherwise, I think Australia will win it clean sweep. He can win each and every match if South Africa will play like this. Do
Mm.
you
Yeah, sorry. Sorry. Can you repeat the question?
Yeah, I am saying that the way South Africa is using opening combination of Babuma, if they are playing like this, because opening you get first wicket, then there will be much pressure on Rija Hendricks. So in that way, Australia can win all the matches because if you have no good opening partnership, then how can you make a good score and how can you chase?
It's going to be very tough for South Africa. They need to replace Bavuma with Quinton de Kock. I think that's the first step they need to make. It's surprising they left out Quinton de Kock because he's a wicket keeper and a batsman. Uh, but if they keep choosing to play Bavuma, then they'll have to hope that Riza Hendricks plays a big innings and does well. And they'll have to basically depend on one player to come good to come through, be it a run chase or posting a big total on the board.
Yes. Okay. So now there is so many questions that they're asking in the media. As of now, I think one confusion is out of the equation that weather will disturb the match of India versus Pakistan because the same match will be played in same venue. During the match time, there was little bit rain, but that was not that much that you can uh, stop the match in between. So I think weather condition will be okay. Might be you will get a 50 overs match, no deduction in overs. What we have seen in the condition that spinners are playing the role. Maximum number of wickets are picked by spinners. So Rahul, what do you think that India have to come with a three spinner? Third fast bowler will be your Hardik Pandya and three spinners Akshar, Kuldeep, and who was another spinner? Jadeja.
Jadeja.
Yeah.
They'll have to do that. I think that might be a good idea, and they can even what to say. have a Hardik Pandya in the team as well. That is, but problem is, if you have three spinners, you'd have to drop Hardik. Oh, not necessary. Actually, not necessarily. You can have Akshar Patel at number eight. So there will be a batting till number eight in the team. So this is another advantage India has if they take three spinners in this playing 11. That there will be a balance in the batting lineup. There will be three spinners: Jadeja, Akshar, and Kuldeep Yadav, and they'll be batting till number eight with three all-rounders in the team being Jadeja, Hardik, and Akshar Patel. So I think this would be a very good lineup.
In fact, Pakistan is also in the same. They can use Nawaz, Shadab Khan, and Iftikhar Ahmed. Or maybe Salman can also bowl few overs if required. So that would be a great contest, and I think quality of bowling. One side there is Bumrah, one side there is Shaheen Shafridi, one side there is Mohammad Shami, one side there is Harris Rauf, one side there is Nazim Shah, and one side there is Mohammad Siraz. So according to you, Rahul, do you think that one of the fast bowlers should rest for Akshar Patel? Do you think?
Mm, probably yes. I think that's what will have to happen
Then
if
who is your
India.
fast bowler? Who is that?
I would go with Bumrah and Siraj probably because Siraj has the ability to take wickets with the new ball. So and then although Siraj is not a death bowler exactly, you can even have Hardik Pandya bowling at the death if possible. If Siraj goes a bit expensive, or you can have maybe someone like Jadeja even bowl the death. Jadeja or Akshar Patel, they can bowl the death, and then you have Bumrah as well. So these are the options for India.
Okay. Today, what we see in the Sri Lankan team, the Mahesh Dikshana was coming on the very second over, and he was very good. Doesn't matter there is Bangladesh, but his bowling was great. He was carom ball. We have seen different variations used from Dikshana from the second over of the match. So, according to you in Team India, who is that type of bowler who can bowl some overs in power play? Akshar Patel or Ravindra Jadeja, anyone? Because I will not allow Kuldeep Yadav to bowl in first 10 overs. He's a middle overs bowler. So, who is your bowler, Jadeja or Akshar Patel, who can bowl in power play?
Mm, this is a very challenging one because Jadeja and Akshar, both of them are similar type bowlers. Very similar type bowlers. I would probably choose Jadeja to do it because he has done it more often than Akshar Patel in the power play overs. He has bowled more often. So I would probably go with Jadeja to do it.
Yes, of course. So another challenges that is coming for Team India just to manage Bumrah too, because we don't want it just only in Asia Cup, we want him in World Cup. So it is not easy for Jasprit Bumrah to bowl back to back 5 overs. So do you think it's better for Team India to start with Siraj and Shami in first 10 overs? Bumrah should come in middle overs, means phase wise, means first spell 3 overs, another spell of 2 overs, then 2 overs, then at last 3 overs. That will manage the workload also, and that will not bear his injury too, because it happens when you are bowling regular intervals of time. This type of thing happens with Hardik Pandya too at the time of COVID 2020. So we see that type of Hardik Pandya that when he started bowling, he was injured. He just putting hands in the shoulder, then he was out of the series. So do you think this is a big challenge for Team India to manage Bumrah till World Cup?
Yeah, yeah, it is going to be a huge challenge for India. They have to manage Bumrah well. Hope he doesn't get injured again because Bumrah is very injury prone. So they have to really hope that he won't get injured again. Because if he does get injured before World Cup, it'll be a pretty big blow for Team India.
And of course, I'm thinking that maybe against Nepal, Nepal is not that much great experience side. Might be they will rest Bumrah, because what they want, they don't want that put him so much pressure in his body. Definitely. So I think might be Bumrah will rest for Nepal, or maybe it's up to the theory. When you are thinking, might be some have theory that when you give maximum number of matches, the player comes in form. Meanwhile, when we see in Ireland, Jasprit Bumrah was great. He is with his bowling. I don't see that he will get a injury soon, but we doesn't know the future. We can't predict. Anyway, anything can happen. So I think when a player comes from injury, we have to manage themselves. Especially KL Rahul will be also managed whenever he will come. So we have to manage that one also. So Rahul, what do you think? What will be a opening combination, especially because so many? I have heard the statement of Gautam Gambhir too. He's agreed that Ishan Kishan and Shubman Gill will be opener. Number three, Virat Kohli. Number four should be Rohit Sharma. You agree with that?
Number four, Rohit Sharma.
Yes. He's saying that India is a big trouble. We all know. So that trouble should be managed by a captain because that is created by a captain because you are allowing Ishan Kishan in your place, just go and open. And now Ishan Kishan is performing, so it's better that you come into the number four and number five. So you agree with this statement? Even Shreyas Iyer have not played a matches. Might be it can work.
Mm, it might work, but again, India has a settled top three: Rohit, Gill, and Kohli. I don't think any tampering should be done with that. Now they've not played for nearly 3 months, so they need to play in the positions which they are going to play in during the ODI World Cup. Then, as far as Shubman Gill is concerned, he definitely needs runs in this tournament to get some confidence before the T20 World Cup. Uh, at number four and number five, given Shreya Iyer, sorry, KL Rahul won't be able to make it. I think Sanju Samson should be given a chance and be made to fill those spots.
But as of now, first of all, they will try Ishan Kishan. So if you try Ishan Kishan, then let's see what will happen. We will come with another update also. So tomorrow there is no Asia Cup match. Tomorrow we have two T20 matches. So we discuss that tomorrow when we come, and we'll discuss in detail what type of condition will be there, what will be the famous battle. Of course, last question after ending before ending the video. So Rahul, who is going to score more runs, Babar or Kohli?
Good question. I think it is going to be Virat Kohli tomorrow. Kohli has a love affair with playing Pakistan. Hopefully, it'll continue on Saturday, and may Kohli score a century, and yeah, if possible, so maybe also how about Babar Azam getting out for a golden duck? That would be even nicer.
Yeah, that is, you can say a dream because the technique of Babar Azam is quite impressive. Really, the technique is impressive. So it's not easy. Yeah, might Kuldeep Yadav can do it. I don't think Babar Azam will be got out of fast bowler. Maybe spinner will somehow, and dismissal will be LBW. That is the big thing. Dismissal will be LBW. So
Yeah,
let's see.
definitely.
So let's see what will happen. So tomorrow, Rahul, just come and we have so many discussion about a big match, India versus Pakistan. What type of stats will be there? So we will come tomorrow and just and tomorrow we will also enjoy the match just like yesterday. South.
Matches, yeah, like yesterday. If you want, if it is okay with you, maybe I can even one of us can stream the match while
Yeah, but that is
talking.
against the guideline of YouTube. Then there is so
Oh,
many problems there.
oh, okay, okay.
Yeah. Discussion is allowed. You discuss each and every scoreboard. That is okay, but it is now against the guideline if you make a live matches.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
So we will come tomorrow, and tomorrow will be a great discussion about India versus Pakistan, and we'll follow the match score also. That was great. So
Yes,
yesterday people
absolutely.
enjoyed that video. So tomorrow we will have a great discussion about India versus Pakistan match. So till then, guys, thank you very much. Subscribe KFCN Sports Breakdown. We will back tomorrow. Thank you very much, Rahul, for your time. We
Yes, you're
will come
welcome.
come tomorrow with an update about India versus Pakistan. what will your possible playing 11. So
Yeah. Okay.
yeah, thank you very much. Goodbye and
Thank
good
you.
night.
Good night.